Welcome back. In this module, I cover the zero and few shots prompting technique, which represents a groundbreaking approach that enables large language models to generate responses with little to no specific prior examples. In zero-shot learning, the model leverages its extensive pre-trained knowledge to address queries directly without any tailored examples. Conversely, few-shot learning slightly adjusts this by providing a handful of examples to guide the model's responses, enhancing its accuracy and relevance to the task. These techniques showcase the model's ability to apply its generalized understanding to new problems, making them powerful tools in AI for tasks where specific training data is scarce or when rapid adaptation is required. This introduction to zero-few shots prompting highlights its utility and versatility, illustrating why it's considered a cutting-edge development in artificial intelligence. A productive application of large language models is in writing. You can have, for example, ChatGPT learn your writing style by providing an example of an email and then ask to write an email for you. There might be a need to provide more than a single example to achieve the required levels of result. This way of providing examples is called zero or few-shot prompting, a technique to guide a large language model in crafting responses more in tune with a specific domain, personal preferences, or style. Zero-shot prompting is a powerful technique used with large language models, where the model is expected to understand and respond to a task without having been provided with any specific prior examples or training on that task. This approach is called zero-shot because the model gets zero examples or shots to learn from directly before performing the task. It relies entirely on the model's general capabilities and underlying training. These techniques introduce the concept of example-based learning without needing extensive training data. They are slightly more complex than direct prompting, but still very accessible. Zero-shot prompting is particularly useful because it demonstrates the model's ability to apply its trained knowledge to new and unseen tasks. This is reflective of the model's generalization capabilities. The effectiveness of zero-shot prompts tends to increase with the size and complexity of the model. Larger models, having been trained on more diverse data, are likely to have a better understanding of a wider range of topics and can more effectively generate accurate and relevant responses without specific training on the task at hand. Instruction tuning, such as reinforcement learning from human feedback, RLHF, is a method used to refine the model's responses to better align with human judgment and preferences. This tuning process involves training the model on a curated data set where the desired outputs are reinforced through feedback, making it more adept at handling tasks in a zero-shot manner. When feasible, utilize larger LLMs for zero-shot tasks, as their extensive training on diverse data sets typically provides a broader range of knowledge and a better capability to generalize from unseen prompts. Models tuned using reinforcement learning from human feedback will perform better. In this zero-shot prompting scenario, the model is asked to clarify the differences between two complex computing technologies without prior examples or specific training on comparing these technologies. The prompt is designed to leverage the model's general knowledge acquired during its training to generate an informative and accessible explanation, demonstrating the model's ability to handle new and specific inquiries based on its pre-existing knowledge base. You might be tempted to say that all prompts, if they do not provide examples, can be considered zero-shot prompts. However, that is not entirely true. While it's true that a zero-shot prompt involves presenting a task without prior examples specifically tailored for that task, the essence of zero-shot learning isn't just about the absence of examples. It also hinges on the nature of the task and the model's general ability to understand and respond based on its pre-existing knowledge. A true zero-shot scenario typically involves a task that the model has not been explicitly trained to perform, but is expected to handle using its general capabilities. The task should be something that can reasonably be inferred or deduced from the model's broad training, even though it hasn't been directly trained on that specific task. This prompt is designed for a financial company interested in understanding market sentiment from analytical reports. It asks the model to determine the sentiment of a specific excerpt from a market analysis and categorize it according to common financial market sentiments: bullish, positive outlook; bearish, negative outlook; or neutral. Like the previous example, this prompt does not provide any examples or specific training on how to perform the task, relying solely on the model's pre-trained knowledge and ability to interpret and categorize sentiments based on the text content. This makes it a zero-shot prompt, as it expects the model to apply its general capabilities to a specific and practical task relevant to the financial sector. This prompt is a zero-shot example because it presents a specific task, identifying and addressing a problem with machinery, without prior training or examples provided to the model specific to this scenario. The worker, or in this case, the model, is expected to use general knowledge about machinery, safety protocols, and problem solving to outline a course of action. The prompt clearly instructs the model to describe the steps to address the issue, focusing on safety protocols. Moreover, no specific examples are given on handling such a situation, meaning the model must rely solely on its pre-trained capabilities to generate a response. Few-shot prompting is a technique used in generative AI where the model is provided with a few examples, shots, that demonstrate both the task at hand and the desired output. This method helps to condition the model by showing specific instances of how inputs should correspond to outputs, thus enhancing its ability to generate similar results under similar conditions. An intriguing aspect of few-shot prompting is that the exact accuracy of the labels, or the outputs in the examples, does not strictly need to be correct to improve the model's performance. Sometimes, even randomly assigned labels can be more effective than providing no labels at all, suggesting that the model benefits from any consistent form of structure or pattern in the data. The key, however, lies in the careful selection and relevance of these examples to the task, ensuring that they are representative of the label space and the textual characteristics expected in the actual queries. This approach is particularly useful when dealing with tasks where more contextual grounding is necessary to guide the model towards generating the appropriate response. In the context of few-shot prompting, labels like task, example 1, example 2, and similar designations are crucial as they help structure the prompt clearly, delineating different sections and making it easier for those using the model to understand the layout and flow of the information. Regarding the patterns, input, customer, and the like serve a specific purpose. Input indicates the start of the information or data that the model is to consider as the basis for generating a response. It is a direct instruction that helps the model understand what follows and what data needs to be processed. Customer specifically clarifies that the input data is from a customer, setting the context for the nature of the dialogue or interaction. It helps the model understand the perspective or source of the input, which can influence the tone, style, and content of the output. Similarly, the output label explicitly indicates to the model what it needs to produce. The addition of response further clarifies the nature of the output. It specifies that the output should be in the form of a response, which is particularly relevant in scenarios involving dialogue, customer service, or any interaction where a reply is expected. This helps the model tailor its language, tone, and format appropriately to the context of a response. Together, These labels structure the prompt in a way that mimics a real-world interaction of request and reply, which is a common structure for many tasks LLMs might handle. By observing this structure in the examples, the model learns to replicate it in its outputs, improving its ability to handle similar tasks independently. In a few-shot prompting, the label "generate output" serves as a clear directive for the model to generate the response immediately following the label. It functions as a cue to switch from processing or reading mode into generation mode. This explicit instruction can be particularly helpful in structured or educational settings, ensuring the model recognizes exactly where the expected output should begin. If you omit "generate output" from the prompt, the model might still be able to generate an appropriate response based on the context and structure of the prompt provided. Modern language models, especially those based on the GPT architecture, are designed to infer the required action from the context of the prompt. However, including explicit instructions can enhance the consistency and clarity of the model's outputs, particularly in complex scenarios or when specific formatting is desired. You can see the results of this prompt in the example notebooks provided in this course. After understanding basic interactions, we will explore how making the reasoning process explicit improves problem solving, especially in complex scenarios, using the chain of thoughts technique. The next learning module will focus on a new technique called chain of thoughts. I will see you next.